Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. It can certainly get loud inside this building. And just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. The defender gets there, and it's a touchdown.
But that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
This defense for the Vikings, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. To throw is Wilson. Flush to his right. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when the quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
Now Wilson on 1st down.
And there's the rookie from Western Michigan, Dwayne Eskridge.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
So for this defense, a tall order ahead trying to defend against Russell Wilson. Charles, your keys for how they might go about keeping him in check?
Well, before we even get to the keys, let's start with the problems he presents because he feels pressure so well. He's got a great sixth sense, maybe even a 7th and 8th. He knows where the pressure's coming from. He knows how to slide away from it, sometimes run away from it, and then he finds good throwing lanes to deliver downfield. So to me, it's that pressure inside, big, tall guys to make him try and throw over them and make his height work against him.
Out left, he's got it to Everett.
And Gerald Everett makes a good catch there for a 1st down, and he was signed away from the Seattle Seahawks division rivals, the Rams, after 4 years in L.A. backing up Tyler Higbee. He's excited about his opportunity in the Pacific Northwest. Last year, 41 catches, a career high.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
Wilson. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's third down. He'll look to throw. Out to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
And when you think of the Vikings, you think of a team that brings a lot of pressure to the quarterback, but a surprise in 2020. Only 23 sacks as a unit last year. So they're in need of bigger production from their pass rush in 2021. Remember, last year's numbers, they were in the bottom 5 in the NFL. No way they want a repeat of that.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he stopped immediately there. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
To throw, Cousins.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook. Now Cook hit, and he lost the football.
And the Seahawks have picked it up.
You'll get nothing.
And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Seahawks 10, Vikings 7. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They start the drive with Cook, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Off the play fake, Cousins. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one. Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Cousins throwing quickly out for Jefferson.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Play fake. Cousins. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Well, CD, that's the 2nd time this half they've put it on the carpet. Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball game. So you mentioned they lost the first one. This time, able to retain possession, but they can't get into this habit. The ball can't continue to go on the ground.
On 3rd down, it's Carson. Carson the first down and more. And down to the 16-yard line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down. And now it's 2nd and long. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
You definitely would have liked to have hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Now it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And it's caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Now Myers for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Seahawks 17, Vikings 7. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. They'll run on first down. Carson. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
A good position to be in here, second and inches.
It's second and inches at the 31-yard line.
There's Wilson to throw. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Wilson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal. Here's Wilson. Flushed out right.
Targets Metcalf along the sideline.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. That catch good for 8, but still, it's third and goal now. Now Wilson. Flush to his right. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Vikings 7. Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Throwing again on second down. Cousins.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They go play action. Cousins
to the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
And that's why Dalvin Cook is the Minnesota Vikings feature back. You put the ball in his hands, good things happen. Second in the NFL last year in rushing with 1,557 yards. And that's now back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons with 30 combined total touchdowns. What a player is Dalvin Cook.
He's going deep for Brown. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that wound up traveling at even 58 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Play action now. Cousins. Over the middle here to Brown. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On play action, Cousins rolling to his left. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice game.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Left side, Cook. He will push his way down to about the 14. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. On 3rd down, Cousins. That's to Cook out of the backfield. Touchdown, Vikings! Dalvin Cook, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to a field goal. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense, as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. On 1st down, Wilson eluding the pressure right. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Flushed out right. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. On 2nd down now, it's Carson. Carson the 1st down and more. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 49 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
It's a pickup of 6.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And Myers able to knock it through, and that will do it for this 1st half. So we've reached halftime in a wild 1st half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
Get ready, get ready.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Eight yards to go on second down.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins.
They'll get this to Nwangu.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll make it a second down. Handoff comes to Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Got an open man finding Jefferson.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
And Viking fans spent plenty of time wondering how they were going to replace Stephon Diggs when he left for Buffalo. But I think most would agree now that Justin Jefferson was the best rookie receiver in football last year. 88 catches for an even 1,400 yards. I would say the numbers don't lie.
Here's a quick throw to Thielen. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Running for the first time with a fullback, C.J. Ham.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you got to have a big man you can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 12-yard line.
57. Mike, 57.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
That time on the run-pass option when he decided to throw it. Not a quick little drop-off. He went downfield a bit.
Reminiscent of a triple option quarterback in college because he faked it inside, and instead of immediately throwing it out to the perimeter, stepped back in the pocket to find a target downfield.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. So now a two-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. After the interception, here's Wilson. Complete at the 1. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive. There he goes, right side. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
Yeah, and that was sheer determination right there. He decided before the play, if there was a sliver, he was going to take advantage of it. Looked the ball in, turned on the jets, and took it all the way.
And the next-gen stats show us the tale of how much yardage he was able to tack on after the catch. Extra point right down the middle. And this is back to a 5-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
On first down, Carson. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They go back to Carson here on second. Carson, the first down and more. 20, 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category. Now, that deserves a couple exclamation points.
And there was so much that was impressive about this play, but it wasn't just what he did downfield. How about what he did behind the line of scrimmage? This wasn't a play where he just had a direct path to get him downfield and make the big play. He had to adjust on the fly behind the line of scrimmage, and in the end, that became a tremendous run.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. On 2nd down, it's Cook again. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Watch the screen.
To throw is Cousins. And he fires one, but incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a 1st down.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
14 more yards.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now Cook. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Off the play fake, Cousins. He's got Smith here. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
56. Check 56.
And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 41. But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right?
Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Well, you normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into danger Russ. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will make this a 19-point game.
47, Vikings 28. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Nwangu now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. First down. Here's Cousins. Over the middle, complete. It's Smith. 3 yards the gain there, second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Hey, we're good,
Looking to throw again on second down. Cousins. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
Third and short yardage. Cousins. He'll find Nwangu underneath. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So from Seahawk territory now, it's first and 10 at the 49-yard line. Play fake. Cousins. Oh, it's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 7 yards the pickup there. 3 yards remain for second down.
56.
They go play action. Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Blesson Austin. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big. They just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all.
Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put.
Touchdown, Seahawks. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that will bump the lead up to 26.
54, Vikings 28. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Cousins to throw it. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. This is going to be caught. It's John Brown. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 44-yard line.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Play action now. Cousins. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Kerry Hyder flying in and laying the lumber defensively.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. From the gun, here's Cousins. And this is Cook with a grab. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Smith. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
I'm coming after you.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. Not much there, only a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 9. They'll throw again. Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. They'll run with Cook. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
No. Hey, alert 3. Tight dog.
They try again with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 19-point ball game.
Vikings 35.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
That's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Oh, Wilson going to throw. Flush to his right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. Got to be feeling confident they're going to get off the schneid. An old coach told me he calls this a relief win. 0-3 would have been bad. You get to 1-2, you feel a lot better, don't you?
That is so true, and you feel better about yourself. You think to yourself, okay, we're still in the playoff hunt. We're not out of it at 0-3. But the other part, too, it leads to doubt about your system, leads to doubt about your coaches. They don't have to worry about that now. They can move forward.